What's going on, everybody? Jay Hayes here. Been a hot minute since I've done a video, and I'm kind of on a roll right now, so I got to get this out. Okay, so there's going to be no jump cuts. It's going to be a very, very raw situation. Basically, on this channel, I don't know if you found this by me posting it somewhere else, Facebook. Someone posted on Reddit. Look at this tool with this tight-ass shirt that looks like it belongs to Baby Gap. Don't know how you found me, but let me tell you this. Okay, as of recently, I've been doing a lot of lives on you. Now, I don't really do them too much on YouTube unless, of course, the supply and demand is there or people are asking for it. But something I had brought up yesterday that kind of bothers me is why are we at such a day and age where everybody is so sensitive about what you say? For instance, I'm going to give you some reference points. Now, if you get offended by this, then I don't know what to tell you, okay? The problem I see at this day and age is, let's go back a couple years, early 2000s, late 2000s. You have a movie like Animal. Basically, Rob Schneider is, I was going to say bitten by a horse, but he was, he didn't get bitten by a horse. Got into an accident. I don't want to spoil the movie for you. Anyway, he's got all these different parts of different animals. Just ruined the movie for you. And essentially, there's a black dude in the movie. Now, in this movie, this black dude plays the opposite. So instead of saying, oh, you know, the slavery this or this, or I got all oppressed for all these years, he basically is saying that because he's black, it is the flipped role, meaning that he could get away with anything. So when someone does something a little bit special for him, just because he's a human being, he takes it as because he's black. Oh, you're just being nice to me because I'm black. You know what I mean? Like, he wants the oppression that essentially the stereotypical, quote unquote, is labeled as, okay? Now keep in mind, don't comment and say that I'm racist because you clearly do not fucking know me, right? Like, I'm not racist. I'm speaking what's on my head with no filter. I don't give a shit if you like it or not. I'm here to voice my opinion and for you to listen to it. Anyway, and then you have a movie like Tropic Thunder. Right now, I know it's going to seem like I'm focusing a lot on the whole black situation, but it's something that I want to bring up. Then you have a movie like Tropic Thunder where Robert Downey Jr. actually plays, again, a very satirical role as a stereotypical black man. The way he talks, and there's a black man in it, drinks this shit called booty sweat, smacks him around a little bit. He's really pissed off because he's really black, and then the white man's trying to be black, just like kind of like Michael Jackson did, but reversed. Here comes Michael Jackson fanboys and girls, or transgenders, whatever. They're gonna come, whatever. I don't care if you like what I'm saying. You've already made it this far, so you're probably going to continue to watch or click off. And if that's the case, thank you for watching for this 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Anyway, so we're at a point now, right, where that movie, if that was to come out this day and age, would be totally unacceptable. But because that came out back then, it was totally fine. Which I think is kind of fucked up because everybody always says, oh, you're a snowflake, you're melting, you're being a bitch, don't be sensitive. Not to me, but to the people that actually get offended. While I do agree with that, but on the same token of that, me doing this right now, saying this, in theory, would make me a snowflake because I'm getting offended by what I'm seeing. The only difference, though, is I'm more traditional old school. For instance, when we were talking about whatever it was, the whole blacks on the videos, and I don't want to say that was racist, but it was satirical comedy. You take that for what it's worth, right? Comedians can get on stage and make fun of white people and make fun of whatever, but the minute a white guy makes fun of a black guy, no. Just no. That's it. That's, to me, that's not acceptable. I know what you're going to say is that I'm oppressed or I'm acting like a bitch. I don't care. You understand? Like, I'm not saying that, well, I already said I don't care about your feelings, but what I'm trying to say is that's just the way that society is. So what I found is the other day, I found a video by a gentleman named Tom Macdonald. I've been following him for years, and he did a video on I'm a black male, or If I was black. Oh, if I was black. And basically, he's playing the role of what it's like as a as a black individual in, I guess, the world, the United States, I really don't know the demographics as to where he's supposed to be located at, speaking in regards to a black man. The one problem I have with that is really, really simple. Look, I love his edgy shit. Abso-fucking-lutely. Straight white male, I'm all over that. Oh my God. Where he talk, and then he's got the one where he's got White Boy, really good song. He also does the one that you like
Everybody Hates Me.
Everybody Hates Me. Like, he makes solid shit. And he's very controversial, like me with vape videos. Now, if you're watching this, this is not my only channel, okay? I have another channel that has a lot more subs than this and a lot more views than this. But it's not really the point. The point is that customer. So I was streaming on a website, and on that website, there were actually, it's a wide plethora of different age groups and different people and all different walks of the human race just on there. There might even have been some animals. But the point I'm trying to make is a lot of the girls that were on there wearing all these provocative clothes, and as much as a parent wants to say to these kids, hey, listen, you can't be going on camera doing that, it's going to be very difficult for a parent to control that. They're just going to go to their friend's house, and their friend's going to do it, and then if that doesn't work, they're going to go to their other friends, and then if that doesn't work, they're going to go to their older friend's house that has their own iPad. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter what you do, you're going to see this. This is what the internet is. No longer do we... When I was a kid, right, you wanted to hang out with somebody, you didn't call them on the phone. If you did, you don't want to talk on the phone too long because you had a stupid fucking cord that looked like a big-ass carnival curly fry that you had to carry across a whole living room and sit on the couch. It got hot. You could unscrew one side and clean the earwax out with, like, little pinholes, and then that'd be it. Then guess what? That person's coming over your house, knocking on your door, asking your mom or your dad or whoever, and you actually had a mom or dad. You didn't have two dads. I'm just saying. That's what it was. This video is going to offend a lot of people. It is what it is, man. You talk to your mom and dad. Hey, listen, can your friend come out? Not your friend. Can your kid come out? Not your friend. Not your kid either. Let's just call you George. Can George come out and play today? And you would go outside. You'd get scuffed up. You'd get beat up. That was a part of life. Okay, when I went through high school, I got my ass kicked all the time. I would walk out of high school, walk out of the back doors, and have to either run home or get punched in the head as soon as I walked out. That's just the way it was. Now, I'm not saying that that's okay. I know that there's people are going to say, oh, well, violence is this. We wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for violence. You have to understand that. In order for there to be peace, there must be war. In order for there to be war, there must be peace. Those two go hand in hand together. I'm not saying go out and go beat everybody up, but that's just the way it was. When I lied to my father, I got my ass beat. I'm going over his lap. I'm talking 14 years old, getting hit with a belt. Do you know how demeaning that is? Like, you are, for lack of better terms, a young adult getting your ass kicked by your daddy over his knee. That's the way it was. There was DIFUS, that's basically Child Protective Services in New Jersey. There was different things that you could report, but you didn't, because they would come by and the cops, they would just be like, well, you deserved it. You lied to yo daddy. And that was it. I don't know if they would say yo daddy like that. I don't know why I don't know. I guess I'm just emphasizing your. Sounds good. I think because I was stationed in South Carolina for so long. But the point I'm trying to make is it was different then than what it is now. And when I was raising, I was in the military for a long stretch of my daughter, may she rest in peace. I was in the military, so there wasn't a lot of time that I was really around for her. Is it my fault? Absolutely. I chose to sign those papers, and it sucks because it is time that I wish that I had with her. But what are you going to do? You know, there are no words for that. But something that the military taught you or teaches people is, not so much now because it's all sensitive-ass people, is integrity, discipline, honor, selfless service. So when I was raising her, when I could be around, it was a lot of, I was going to say interrogation. That's not the right word. Intimidation. I wouldn't have to need to lay a hand on her. And if I did, I might smack her on the ass real quick. What the fuck are you doing shitting on the kitchen floor? Not beat, just a quick little, on the booty. Just, hey, hey, what are you doing? Get out of here with that. Don't eat my macaroni and cheese. So, that was just the way it was. But now, oh my God. And the problem is you have these minors that are submitting their pictures online, on Instagram, all these different platforms, and guess what? Now you have the internet, which is filled with trolls. A bunch of internet tough guys. That's what it is. People that talk a lot of shit, and they never, ever, 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 ever back it up. Now, there is that rare occasion, but you have a lot of people that are like, oh, I'll kick your ass, or I'll beat you up, or I'll do this. A lot of people that are tough. There's no one anymore that can have a conversation like this and someone not get offended. That's where we're at. That's a sad, sad day. They say you should never, ever, with anybody you love, or your friends, or your family, whatever, talk about three things: money, religion, and politics. I think I've covered all three of those here. I'm the same person where I used to have a guy that would come in here and we would shoot the shit. His name was Andy. Absolutely amazing older guy. Was very, very pro-life, very much against abortion. But we could talk about it and see each other's different perspectives and then walk away from that, and we were good. Like, we would have very heated arguments. I don't see why we're not like that anymore. Why do we have to bow down, and why do I have to call you she, even though you're born a he? What I see you as is what I'm going to call you. It's that whole freedom of speech. If I want to call you a shithead, you can't be like, my name's J-Head. No, I'm going to call you what I want to call you. It's not about being politically correct. Fuck that. No, absolutely not. And at this day and age, I'm going to do what I want to do, whether it offends 50,000 people or 50,000 people agree with me. I don't want to fall victim to what society, I hate that word, saying victim. I apologize for that. I don't mean to say victim like that, but I don't want to be susceptible to what the world portrays these snowflakes as. I don't want to be that person. So if I offended you and you've made it this far, congratulations. You are, for lack of better terms, a bigger person than most that would be able to watch us. I have a lot of fans that are black, white, Mexican, Spanish, French, Norwegian, Finnish, British, Scottish, Irish, all over the world. Maybe not on this channel. I get it. I already know what your argument is going to be. It's, oh, I don't see, only got 8,000 subscribers, or whatever the number is. I have another channel where I vape, and I do vape videos. That's where I'm at. But and people from all over the world respect my opinion, and this is just in the same. So it's not about being racist. It's just where we're at with so many sensitive ass people. They don't want to hear your opinion. They're automatically going to argue it. And as much as you could use the argument about Tom Macdonald, that being an opinion of his, I don't think so. I think it's an opinion of other people that spit shit in his ear, or it's the exact opposite. It's just about views and subs. You take it how you want to take it. That's not me trying to do anything, to attack any individual. It is what it is. I apologize for adding this in. There's something I wanted to add that I was just thinking about. I will agree, absolutely, that white people, and I'm white, I'm Caucasian, took this land from the Native Americans, absolutely, and I think that they deserve it. They should be the ones to make the decisions for this country. Granted, where they're at now, as far as all the poverty, is sad, man. It really brings me down, but I know that's because of the white man, absolutely. But it's not just about that. And let me tell you this, I'm gonna straight off, I will be the first to tell you that white people absolutely get away with more crimes than, let's just say, a black man or an Asian man that may get charged with that same crime doing the same exact place. It doesn't matter. It's going to be less damaging to the white person than it would, let's just say, the other race, whatever that may be. So I'm putting whites above that in that bracket. That's a very negative thing. It should be across the board. We all push this equal opportunity bullshit. Well, it's bullshit because it's not equal. But that should be pushed. That should be a thing that says, okay, well, here's the standards. This is it. While that is in laws and that is the way that it's written, that's not the way it goes down. So I already know that there's going to be persons going to say, oh, the white man this, white man that. Look, if you're going to go into the whole black racism thing, Black people owned slaves during the slavery time in America. Absolutely. Across the board. It didn't matter. They weren't even the first. What about Nazis and Jews? You don't hear them talking about it. I don't know if there's anybody that's still alive that has the tattoo of the Holocaust. They had a tattooed number on the forearm. I've met a couple of them back when I was in the military in 2001, 2002. I was stationed over at Fort Hamilton on a compassionate assignment. Absolutely. It's just a shitty situation.